Making a quick video today. I'm going to be doing the S203 black cluster mod, which is basically me just painting these gray parts black. I think it'll look a lot cleaner that way. So what you want to do is you want to take out these two Phillips screws and just drop your steering column a little. It'll give you a lot more room once you take out the cluster. So yeah, let me do that. Alrighty, so I took out the screws and basically these two panels just pop out straight out. There we go. Whoop. Well, there that goes. Yeah, I noticed that this little boost gauge that comes on the STIs, if you have a smaller Phillips screw, it's a lot more convenient for this screw, and you just saw me slide it out that way. But now all you want to do is take out these 4 Phillips, or actually 3. Yeah, 3 Phillips, and then disconnect this plug in the back, and this other plug. I'll be back. Alrighty guys, so I have a quick tip for you. It's this plug in the middle. These are always a bitch to take out. Like this little tiny clip, you actually have to, like, I don't know, use a lot of force to take these out. I mean, they're not meant to be taken out anyways. So any of you guys with an STI that has this little gauge, you're gonna have to do it like this, kind of sideways. But for WRX owners and like RS owners, I've done it before where I can just slide out the gauge cluster and just have it like this. You can just go up there and kind of tug on it, but this is the easiest way I've found so far. So now I'm gonna remove this cluster, and I'm gonna take out this tab, this tab, this tab, and these other tabs. I'm just gonna push it up and remove this clear plastic. Alrighty guys, so once you take off this clear plastic, just be careful not to bend these little things poking out. Now I'm gonna be removing this black tab. So I'm just going to be pushing all the black tabs in. You'll just see it on your cluster. But yeah, just push all the black tabs in, and make sure that once you have all those black tabs pushed out, that you take this off very slowly, because you don't want to damage any of those needles. Because if you do, then it might read wrong, and then you're just going to be fucked. So yeah, just be careful, lift it up very slowly. Alrighty, so I didn't remember this, but this is just like a piece that lifts off. So I just basically popped it off, then just kind of leaned it forward a little, and then it popped off. Now I can remove this face. See how there's like a little bit of wiggle room, and I can almost hit like the needles. So I'm going to need 2 hands for this. Alrighty, so after I use 2 hands, here's the part I'm going to be painting black. So one thing to note about is that when you're painting this black, you'll delete this rev and the trip little sign. I don't really care about those. Like, worst comes to worst, I'll just find some decals or like little vinyls I can stick over. But yeah, if you ever wanted to see like a naked STI gauge cluster, there it is. It's pretty cool seeing this. And just to know, I'm gonna be painting this like almost a matte black color to match this this gauge cluster. Give it a more cleaner, sleeker look, instead of this like kind of outdated gray. But at this point you can paint it at any color like you want: red, blue, white. If you want to go really rice or stay really clean, I don't know, it's your car, you can do whatever you want. Alright guys, so since this is like already like really good condition, like there's no bumps or scratch, yours shouldn't even have any like imperfections on these. But I'm going to be using 120 grit sandpaper and see how that turns out for me. It's really fine sandpaper and just enough to scratch the surface. Alrighty, so I definitely jumped the gun with the 1200 grit sandpaper. It was not making that much of a difference, but I dumbed it down to 600 grit, and then I hit it with the 1200 grit sandpaper, and it turned out a lot better. I just didn't want to make like huge gouges into this or anything, because remember, you're going to be staring at this, and you don't want to be staring at that one spot where it's like just all messed up. But once you're done sanding, hit it with some alcohol or some degreaser if you have some. So now that I'm ready for paint, I'm going to be using this Tacoma screw paint. It's like a matte black finish. I used it on my grill the other day. Shameless plug, putting in the video up there somewhere. But right there, I used this and I really like the finish of it, and it looks exactly like the S203 like cluster that you can buy color. So I'm gonna try it out. Alrighty guys, so that is the end result. Look at that. That looks so much better. It doesn't necessarily have the same matte black finish as this. It's kind of a little too shiny. I kind of wanted a more matte finish than that, but you know, it's not bad. My paint job didn't turn out that well. Like, I got little like little imperfections. I didn't clean it that well, so learn from my mistake and actually like take the time and really clean it. I just wanted to do a simple project, but yeah, that's it. Now I'm gonna reinstall everything back how I did it before, you know, and yeah, I'll show you the end result. Alrighty guys, I got everything installed again, and oh my god, the result, like, you can't really see it, and that's the whole point. So I just wanted basically these needles to stand out a lot more. Then when I turn it on, like, it's just all oriented toward the driver, like, oh my god, it looks so nice, so clean. It's just such a simple mod, and it does so much. Like, this is more of a weekend project, but there you go. S203 mod, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna call this, but it's a pretty simple mod, something to do on the weekend. Literally only took me 20 minutes to do. It's more for like filming that it took me longer, but if you were just like doing it by yourself, 20 minutes max. Like, just scuff it up a little, paint it, make sure it's like a warm day outside, so the paint sticks on there way better. But yeah, thanks for watching the video guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and catch you on the next one.